Last semifinal underway. Ohio, first possession. Here's A.J. Clayton, named All-MAC third team. Second in the conference in blocks. It'll be fun to see him on the interior against the unanimous player of the year, and Enrique Freeman for the Zips. Hunter fadeaway J misses the first shot. So, Mike, you talked about Freeman in the open, but the Zips are more than just the big down low.
They certainly have some terrific. They have to get out to a quicker start than they did yesterday because Ohio's backcourt is electric in the open floor.
And the keys to the game are brought to you by Ace. Enrique Freeman is the ace for Akron. He's away from the ball. Instead, it's Tribble. Lead guard gets rid of it. It has to be Johnson. Raises the rim, and a rebound brought in by Miles Brown. Brown, who's a dynamic high school scorer in New York, lays it in with the right hand for the game's first basket.
And staying hot. Miles Brown had 13 yesterday in their win versus Western Michigan. Great blow by and Hezzy in the open floor.
Akron came in, controlling 12-point win against Miami of Ohio after a slow start. Three-pointer by Sammy Hunter, too much. Rebound out of Ambrose. A strange finish to the season for the preseason favorites. Akron got off to the start many expected in conference as Tribble spins.
Gross about that. And he said, look, I'll be honest with you. This all season long, Chris, you and I watched yesterday. They certainly played like it.
They were down 9, 5 minutes in, and then after that, turned it on. Their defense is what has propelled them throughout MAC play. They are the #1 defense scoring-wise in the MAC. Miles Brown will test it against Freeman. Shorts. Rebound volleyed. Hunter grabs.
And one of the best parts of Akron's defense is their ability to guard the three. They hold teams to just 30% from three as we get a banked-in three from the top of the key from big fella Sammy Hunter.
The old
win versus Miami, Ohio. That opens up a lot of room in the paint for Freeman down low when he's making threes.
That's an offensive foul on the screen.
And a lot of times, dribble handoffs, as the acronym of DHO, they can act like a moving screen that you get away with. But to me, Clayton was there.
It's like a dribble handoff is a screen where the ball handler is already on the run.
And especially if you set your man up with the guy who's receiving the dribble handoff, you set him up right, you're going to get a good downhill drive.
Freeman takes steps, travel.
Of course, Freeman has seen every possible post defense thrown at him throughout his career. But we are still going to try to mix it up. You'll see double, triple. You'll see certain times where they'll fake double teaming and just play single coverage. You have to give great players different looks.
Jalen Hunter bricks it. Freeman, one of what will be many rebounds. He averages 13 rebounds per game.
Most double-doubles in college basketball, has 29 double-doubles this season. Unbelievable.
His numbers seem made up.
It is believable. He's doing it.
18.5 points, 13 rebounds per game for Akron's big man. Mitchell around and out. A.J. Clayton had the rebound initially. Johnson dives to the floor. He saves it for the Zips.
Clayton took a really hard dive. You got a mismatch on your rhythm offensively. No matter how good you are, it's important to stay locked in.
Freeman, they call him, but a person like Freeman.
I could talk to Enrique Freeman all day long. He is one of the most charismatic players I have ever been around.
He's from Cleveland. Mom, a Cleveland police officer, makes her way to Akron for every home game for the Zips. Corner three for Hunter, front of the rim. And the rebound brought in by Nate Johnson.
I think you like that look if you're Ohio. You're getting Hunter an open look from three. Clayton passing out of the double team really well.
Akron just 1 for 4 from the floor to start. That changes.
ISO scenario, almost impossible to stop.
Notice a go-to move, his favorite pet action he likes to go to on the block?
Well, the most interesting thing about his game is that he drives left 60% of the time when he's in post. So he likes to use the right side of his body as a shield to hold off defenders. And he's put on so much strength in his upper body that he absorbs contact as good as he has his entire career.
Of course he brings in a rebound. Akron's all-time leading rebounder. Broke a record that was held since 1959. Last time out, left-handed layup, no. He hits the floor, so Ohio with numbers. Hadaway up top, layup around and down.
They really like Aiden Hadaway players for the Bobcats that just kind of flies under the radar. Sophomore getting about 8 points a game.
Caleb Thornton off the bench, handles. Johnson travels. Second turnover.
Versus Western Michigan, 9 points, 11 rebounds for Hadaway.
That was a career high. Sophomore from Lafayette, Georgia. Hunter off the screen, Ali defending and whacks Hunter.
Ball fake.
Sounds like a good coaching note. Is that
you give full permission, a long runway to make fun of my game as much as you want.
Oh, Hunter at the free throw line hits. Akron, the early 8-6 lead.
You'll see Ohio switch up their defenses. A little full court press, back to a matchup zone.
Difficult look inside for Ali. The second time zip. Intercepted. Shamaz Scott read it like a defensive back. Championships for the Bobcats. Tied with Buffalo and Kent State, who they're trying to get a meeting with for the victory here in this semifinal for the most in the conference. Brown, hand checks. Michael Dawson.
Back championships, but Ohio has been to 3 straight MAC tournament semifinal games. That's Coach Jeff Bowles being tournament tough.
Tough is a word that's been used to describe Akron's defense all season. They get a steal. Scott bounces. Thornton pinned. Gabe Wisnitzer registers his first block shot. This is Elmore James. Physical guard. Too strong. Freeman tips and gathers.
This feels like a time to go to Freeman. You're out of sorts. See if he can calm you down. Nice skip.
Thornton wide open. Raises the rim to somebody who's improved leaps and bounds every season. 2 years ago, he was the MAC tournament MVP. And he's continued to grow his game since then. Hadaway wants 3. Air ball, and the early shooting struggles for Ohio continue.
Wisnitzer for Ohio, the big fella, number 11, has had a couple really nice plays for the Bobcats.
Never hit the rim. Shot clock left to beat it home. Rhodes Arena, the jar, has been nearly impossible for opposing teams to come in and win.
And certainly have had some difficult non-conference losses of where it's 1 or 2 possessions. They lost to Utah State, who will be a potential 7 seed NCAA tournament. Lost to them by 3 in the Cayman Islands. Lost to Drake, James Madison, UNLV by 2 points. St. Bonaventure by 1 point. You're looking at that 1 or 2.
Team Ohio would face in the championship if they can get past Akron.
And you said it in the open, Chris. It's the hottest team in the MAC. 7 wins in a row.
And they were the 8 seed. Penn State's motto was just get us to Cleveland. Give us a chance to defend our title. Of course, the top 8 in the MAC make it to Cleveland. Wisnitzer altered by Freeman.
How many times have we heard altered by Freeman in a broadcast this year? We talk about his offense all the time, but he is an excellent defender in the post.
A block and a half per game. Dawson rainbows. Ali boards. Whistle on the baseline. Offensive foul.
Area. And that is a point of emphasis for the referees. I understand why that call was made. Live, it didn't look like much. It just looked like a normal physical play.
So the senior from Indiana on the bench with a couple of personals. Freeman snatches another rebound. 6 boards already Akron's all-time leader in rebounds. Deflected out of bounds.
You want to say that number one more time?
1,367 rebounds.
Holy moly. That is a ton of rebounds. To think that he was just a walk-on his freshman year. My goodness. He's going to go down. Enrique Freeman's going to go down as not just one of the best players in the MAC. He's going to go down as one of the greatest student athletes in the history of Akron.
His humility every time you talk to him. Really, anytime you talk to anybody with Akron, the first thing that comes up.
Great defense by Johnson, denying that wing pass.
Spin. Wisnitzer. Freeman there in his way. Crossover dribble in tight quarters, and Johnson turns it over. 3 for 14 from the floor, make it 3 for 15 for Ohio.
Nice pass ahead.
Scott catches. Floater draws nothing. And we knew baskets would be hard to come by in this game. Been true to form to start. Ike Cornish in off the Ohio bench. James with a head of steam. Freeman splatters it. And is pushed from behind by Wisdom. We mentioned his accolades. Player of the Year, tournament MVP. Should mention he's also a former defensive player of the year in the match. Late shot clock. Dribble Jr., self-made shooter. Bounce pass Freeman. Triple team. Fadeaway Jay. Barely hits the rim.
Sometimes you have to live with that. When he gets double teamed that far away from the rim, you just have to live with the contested shot.
Brown tickles the style, especially for the Zips, the MAC's best defense. See the Trout, only 2 points. Approaching 7 minutes. Got an explosive 8-0 run. Where pretty much all their points came from in that 1.5 minute stretch. Freeman travels. That's the second time he's been called for.
See how long Coach Bowles goes to that zone to see if it disrupts Freeman's rhythm.
A.J. Sheldon, sophomore from Dublin, Ohio. Rolling Hadaway to the rim. Nobody steps in front. Aiden Hadaway 2 field goals for 4.
It's a simple two-man game action. Pretty good pick and roll from Bobcats.
8-0 run for Akron. Responded 9-2 for Ohio. Freeman, no. Clayton grabs. Oh, he took the extra step in the backcourt. That was caught. Tony Meeks saw he should throw out like Zoom. Floppy. You're kind of wondering where that came from. Chase makes sense.
Chase action is what absolutely what the Warriors used to do to crush defenses when they were going through their dynasty three-peat run of 3 championships in a row. They just ran chase action over and over and over again with Draymond Green.
Is that why they play at the Chase Center?
No, but it works. Counter for that defensively. But then you can't, it's not like you can hunt him. It's not like he's a weak defender. He's very rarely in foul trouble. He can play that hard without much energy, and he's almost never in foul trouble. It's incredibly impressive to watch.
You just extended his arms at the free throw line. You can see how wide, how much space it takes up. Reverse pivot is gorgeous. Sharif Mitchell. As a former guard, you're in awe of that move in the lane.
Because I can't do that. There's no way I can pull that off.
Off the foot of Hadaway. Reset the shot clock to 20.
This is pivot foot from Mitchell. But that stop, he didn't jump stop. He stopped in stride. It's called a stride stop. It's always hard to guard because you're just guessing as a defender.
Freeman lobbied for the foul and got
something that just happened, but I can assure you Freeman's intelligence, he caused that.
So 2 fouls for Wisnitzer, 2 fouls for A.J. Clayton, who's the starting center for Ohio. Ali, Barclays, to guard with the back down. Johnson, short corner, glides to the rim and lays it in. Ends what was a 7-0 run. Hunter has eyes everywhere. Found Brown, hammered. Wow.
And Ali won't get credit for that assist. But you called it out, which I don't know any play-by-play in the country that could call out Barkley like that. That was well done by you. But Ali made that happen.
I've learned well. Freeman flings it in. Shot that one from the hip. He's the first player for Akron to have multiple field goals in this game. Let's see the players with 2 fouls for each team. Hadaway thought about it. Sammy Hunter is the defender, in and out. And Freeman, of course, gets the rebound.
Ali wants us in the post. Good seal by Ali.
Second chance. 0 for 2. Miles Brown. Step back. Travel.
Oh, that looked good. You're calling on that dragging the left pivot for just an inch.
I feel like that's the type of call that would cause a bit of a... A.J. Clayton front end. He has 2 fouls. Misses. Scott gets the kiss off the rim, and it goes. Shema Scott, Jr. from Cleveland.
Get the sense that Jalen Hunter's going to come off a ball screen here. They're going to start in a horn set, step up screen from Hadaway.
Quick release, Clayton. Yeah, he could shoot it as a big, 41% from 3. Freeman galloping, stepped out of bounds.
There are wide open missed shots. Every single shot, layup, mid-range jumper, post-up scenario, or 3 has been contested by both teams.
Well, I heard that everything in Cleveland and Akron, nothing is given, everything is earned. 3-pointer for Clayton, top of the arc, knocks it down.
With a hand in his face on a closeout.
12 points, 5 boards, 2 blocks per game. A.J. Clayton, one of the most productive bigs and unique bigs in the match. Freeman, not a hard double yet. Now it comes. 3 around Freeman. Knocked away from him. Just 3 to shoot. Scott passes. Johnson can't get it off in time. It's a shot clock.
Chris Mooney did a phenomenal job this season. Nobody thought Richmond would be that good. They lose earlier in the Atlantic 10 tournaments. It means the Atlantic 10 is essentially guaranteed to have 2 bids in the NCAA tournament.
And there's a bunch of fan bases throughout college basketball who groaned when they saw Dayton.
Yeah, that's right.
A bid stolen.
What a pass.
Brown lays it in off the pass from Hadaway. We just saw the numbers at the bottom of your screen, how difficult it has been for these offenses. Ohio has settled things really in this later portions of half 1.
The thing that's really hurt Akron is turnovers. 9 turnovers in the first half, and the Bobcats have capitalized. They have 9 points off those 9 turnovers.
Scott poked, and that might have been off of Scott. It was
on pace to do the same thing in this game. Akron with 10 turnovers. 2:50 left in the first half.
Including turnovers on 3 straight possessions.
Freeman's got 4 of them.
Mitchell cut off. Freeman in his way. Over Freeman, short. Wisnitzer, second chance. Gets it to go. First field goal off the bench. Gabe Wisnitzer. Ohio has it rolling. They've scored 7 straight. Their largest lead. Michael Dawson, no. Freeman O'board, surrounded by 3, and turnover number 5. But a double dribble. Ohio a little aggressive with Brown. Ohio was down 8-2. It was Akron that got off to the better start.
Nice tag by Hadaway.
Samaj Scott, front iron. And Ohio on the run. Sharif Mitchell. Part of the fifth-year trio for Ohio. Turnover. Scott against Hunter. Hunter times the reach. Knocks it away. Hadaway transition. Hunter wants three. Give him three. One for Ohio. Hunter to end it, no. This has been one of the most crowded games for fans in the seats so far in the MAC tournament. And right now, the Ohio fan section extremely engaged. Reach and foul. If that's Wisnitzer, that's foul number 3.
Yeah.
Watch as triple front end. No. Freeman volleys. Wisnitzer grabs.
Jalen Hunter really plays with a ferociousness when he's pounding the basketball, coming off a drive. He's an aggressive driver, sprinting back in defense. He's a strong guard, rarely gets bumped off, always getting steals and deflections.
Mitchell passes to Hunter. Those two combined for 11 steals against Western Michigan yesterday. 11 for a duo. Clock down to 2. Mitchell. Freeman working on a first half double-double. He's already over 10 boards. That's 13. He has 6 points.
He does have to clean up some of these possessions, though. He's got 5 turnovers.
Akron hasn't scored since the 5-minute mark. Hunter to end it before the half won't go. At stake, a meeting with Kent State in the MAC championship game. Greg Tribble had only 3 points in the first half. Ali too strong, and Freeman has it knocked from him by Hadaway. Ohio looking for their second title game appearance in 4 seasons. Hunter accelerates, stuck on the front rim. Freeman has rebound number 14. Dribble, back to the basket. Defended by Sharif Mitchell, part of the guards trio. That is tough to solve for opposing backcourts. And Brown
front court.
Speed has gotten the better of size so far.
It always does, Chris Lewis. It always does.
Your height is? Yeah, I don't want to say it. Off the front.
Really enjoyed watching film on Ali. I mean, shooter. Excellent passer. Matsvak is close to 3 assists a game, and he can defend multiple positions at 6'8". He's a 6'8" combo guard. He'll play professionally at some level.
John Gross told us it had to be unanimous of everybody wanting Ali back. And, you know, it affects playing time and who gets to get minutes, who has to head to the bench when you
dropped 22 in the previous game, just couldn't get it done.
Jalen Hunter guilty of that last foul for Ohio. Ali from the corner. Can't get it to go. And Brown trickles in the rebound.
One of the rare, clean, open looks for Akron in this game.
Verticality from Sammy Hunter to affect the shot. Skip pass. Johnson. Fade away. Got it. First field goal of the second half for either team. Off-ball foul. Greg Tribble. Northern Illinois transfer. Takes over that guard spot.
They got the switch they wanted to get Clayton.
Double comes. Hunter shoots off a bit and hunts a three.
Patience of A.J. Clayton in the post with a good pass out of that.
Ali with defender stunning. Fade in and out, and Hunter snatches the board. Transition for the Bobcats. A collision by the three-point line is a foul.
They were worried about, they had a late switch on Clayton. There was a mismatch originally, and Freeman switched on him late. It just put him in scramble mode.
Clayton pops. Hunter rumbles. Freeman somehow bodies for the board. Rotation to the corner. Dawson three. No. Ohio pushing transition here early second half, but Clayton misses.
That shot almost never goes in. You're full sprinting, and then you pump fake, and then shoot a three.
Oh. Some zip. So he heads to the bench. A.J. Sheldon in for Ohio. Thornton baseline drive, gives it up last second. Freeman off rim. Regathers and flushes. A physical defensive battle between the 2 and the 3 seed to meet up with Kent State in the MAC championship. Clayton surrounded, overhead skip. Brown attacks to close out. Short tip back off glass. First field goal of the second half for Miles Brown. Ali gets space, flicks the wrist. The three-point shot's not falling for Akron. Undeterred, that one goes. Ali for three. And the Zips within 6.
I thought he was going to turn that down. I said, no way he's going to shoot it right away.
Akron down 10 at halftime. Back within 6. Clayton to stretch big, barely brought the ball down, but misses a three. Blocking foul in the back. So they're in the championship, the Golden Flashes. Which Ohio team will join them? Team from Akron or the team from Athens? Out of the timeout, distance Dawson. Out of bounds.
It didn't look like a great look. It didn't come off his hands clean, and he didn't feel comfortable.
At halftime, this game was 26-16. Ohio led. It's been tough to score from the opening tip, both teams. Sharif Mitchell gets the defender in the air, and the ball to go. Completes the three-point play. Fouls.
Against the 2-3 zone, it's hard to get Freeman ISO'd on the block.
Ali fires. Clock at 8. Teardrop short from Tribble. It's out of bounds.
Freeman to get any type of ISO look.
He has 16 rebounds. He's had to do it himself. Ali, second three of the second half. Here comes Akron. Mitchell, who averages 13.5 points per game, and Ali gets called for the rule. I mean, I understand the foul, but he wasn't directing that at the official.
I agree with you on the replay.
So mark that down. 13-14 left. 4 fouls for Ali, and he's been the offense in the second half with a couple of threes. Ohio already took advantage at the line. James for more, but that hop step is an extra guard who's gotten much better as a shooter. And then Thornton, who's his backup, has 3. Wisnitzer and Hunter on the Ohio side. Distance for Scott. Halfway down. Tribble keeps it alive. Hunter pays it off. Akron staying within striking distance. These minutes for Ohio with Jalen Hunter on the bench, but he's at the scorer's table and ready to check in. Scott gets called. Actually, that's Freeman on the foul, so that is his second. Hunter, patient to let the defenders go by, and Johnson pokes it away.
Amount of times that Akron has had to see that 2-3 matchup zone from Ohio has clearly disrupted their rhythm.
Hunter off the high ball screen. Draws the attention of 2. Chisels inside. Scoops. Wisnitzer blocked. And a jump ball. 2 to 3 seconds. So that's a break for Ohio. And off the inbound. Step back 3. Mitchell in and out. And on the baseline, it is. Hunter, crossover, accelerates against Freeman, swats it. The Akron center, who averages a block and a half per game. 5 blocks for the Zips.
Ohio's in man here.
And a 3 goes, Sammy Hunter. His second triple tonight. The lead as large as 10 is down to 3. Rat pass, gets to Wisnitzer. Against Freeman, lays it in. Kent State awaits the winner. Greg Tribble. They botch the switch. It leaves open Hunter. Bullseye! Getting his team and the crowd engaged. A senior from the Bahamas. A couple of threes in a row. Mitchell off the screen. Mid-range. Count it. Sharif Mitchell. Spent 4 years at Creighton. First year here with Ohio. Scott draws 3 around him. Finds the sophomore off the bench and Tavari Johnson. Freeman rolls. What a pass to Freeman! Throws it down. Timeout, Ohio. That Ali technical foul. Mentioned it's such an important moment with the second leading scorer on the team getting foul number 4. Personal and a technical in the same play. Out to Brown. Knocked down. So in the end result, Ohio does have the ball. And another chance to add on to their 2-point lead. Clayton size mismatch. Akron doubles. Rotation. Corner. Hunter. Blocked. Freeman. Hunter. Got it! Freeman channeling his inner Hakeem Warwick, blocking a shot from the corner, but what a follow from Hunter. Corner, triple, Hunter again! 3 threes in this second half for the senior from the Bahamas. Boy, does he open up the floor for Freeman. And then a dribble handoff, miscommunication.
That's going to be backcourt. That didn't get touched.
Knocked away.
That didn't get touched.
Johnson gets a break. Freeman glides. And we'll head to the free throw. Tied at 42. First Akron lead since it was 10-9.
Make that 30 double-doubles for Enrique Freeman this season. My goodness, what a stat.
Akron counter. Does Ohio have a response? Hunter halfway down. Freeman volleyball. Gets it to the hands of Hadaway. Bump in the lane. Freeman knocks down Mitchell for a rebound. Almost never. Ohio back in front. Friday night action. The semifinals in Cleveland. Winner to take on Kent State in the championship. Big minutes for a sophomore. Johnson no looks. Trebble's been quiet. Johnson attacks. Floater. No. Clayton boxes out Freeman again. Brown sees an opening. Blocking foul called on Tribble. Never had a losing season. Went above the 500 mark with his win earlier today. And Mitchell, the experienced fifth year. Jeff Bowles talked with us yesterday and said, Brown, the blanket to my Linus. These are the type of situations you want your comfortable blanket. Team leading by 3, a spot in the championship game at stake. Hunter for his 5th 3. Mitchell into the lane, body Scott. And he's in double figures with 10. Ohio, after falling behind for a bit, back up 5.
Mitchell has made some highly difficult layups here in the second half.
The unanimous player of the year in the MAC, Freeman. Wants it in the post, gets it in the post, flushes in the post.
Like that two-man game with Johnson and Freeman, that's the second time we've seen those two players in pick-and-roll action with immediate success.
Johnson posted from behind, back into the hands of Mitchell. Too much on the teardrop. And here come the Zips with Ali in the game with 4 fouls. The second-time member of Akron spent a year last season at Butler. Picked up a personal and a technical on the same play to go from 2 to 4 fouls. Finishes in traffic. That's why Coach Gross brought him back. Mitchell wants 3. Off to the right. Freeman boxes it. Can't get it. He gets his own board.
No way.
He is a board magnet. Freeman, 19 boards. And check on the perimeter. We'll recess in as soon as it tips off. We'll get you out there immediately after this one. That game has a fascinating battle of bigs. Asabor and Ladie. Got a great battle of bigs here in Cleveland, including Freeman, who has 20 rebounds for Akron. Matched up against Clayton. Ali, jab step 3. Butter! Clayton on the other end. That's Tribble with the rebound. 9 straight for Akron.
You could tell Ali wants it again.
You can tell Freeman wants it too. Clayton defends. Freeman off the rim. Ali knocked down. Freeman scoops it up. 11.
Put Ali in with those 4 fouls. I thought he was going to wait for the under 5 marker, but he trusts his senior player that he knows extremely well, and it panned out perfectly.
So he has 4. Tribble also with 4. He's defending the ball with Hunter handling. Hunter lobs. Clayton throws it down. Bobcats back within 4. Well-designed play out of the timeout from Jeff Bowles and company. Ali goes behind the back. Freeman for 3. Oh, yeah!
No way! That just happened.
Now 16 for 45 this season from 3. Not a high-volume shooter, but he's worked himself into one. Hadaway misses from the corner, and now the Zips up 7. Their largest lead of this game was 8, and that was early. Timeout. Man. Throughout Akron, he's known as the Unicorn, not just because he's a unique player, but he is an elite human. This time showing off the basketball skills with a 20-20. How about Tribble? Just his first field goal of the second half, and this is the largest lead of the game for Akron. Ohio led it by as many as 10. In fact, they led by 10 at halftime. Clayton double, cutting Mitchell in traffic, lays it in. And then a foul for the senior from Cleveland.
And if you're Ohio, now you don't need threes. You want to continue to attack the rim. You get to the free throw line, right? You get to put add-on points on the board, but it's such a great way to set up your full court press.
Winner moves on to face Kent State in the championship tomorrow. Ali chisels, whips to the corner. Johnson halfway down. Clayton tips, and Ohio secures. You don't need threes, but they'll take them and make them. Jalen Hunter. It's a 3-point. With 2 minutes left and a spot in the title game at stake. A collision and an offensive foul. And if that's on Tribble.
And that's your best backcourt defender on the bench for the rest of this minute 50. Because Johnson's going to have to guard Hunter.
Hunter sees blood, but then throws it away.
Didn't read it at all. Was going for the backdoor cut.
Big minutes for Johnson, ball handling as a sophomore. Only averages 12 minutes per game. Freeman. Reach on the floor. Freeman dives, and then a foul. Wow. Front end. 2-possession game. 2 for 2. A minute 20 and a 5-point lead. Mitchell has he moved, gets Freeman in the air with 4 fouls, knocks it down. Wrestling match. Guy is 7 blocks,
yeah,
along with everything else.
Yeah, he's closing in on a triple-double with blocks.
In the front court with a minute left. Ohio, one of the best teams at taking the ball away. Second in the MAC in steals. Boy, could they use one. Back down, Freeman, triple team. Ali off balance, 3. And Clayton rebounds. Need a basket. Hadaway hands. Hunter zooms into the lane, off glass and good with 35. 3-point game, 35 seconds left. Do you have to foul?
Now you're going to try to get a steal or deflection quickly. So they're going to play this out here.
Freeman gets knocked down. Hunter doesn't like it.
That wasn't planned.
Still the 1-and-1.
He has to come out of the game yet.
Splits. Each team going forward. Double bonus, shooting 2 free throws. 4-point game. Shot clock, game clock nearly the same. Cutting Miles Brown with the contest from Freeman. No foul. Lays it in. 20 seconds left. 2-point game. Ali, front court.
Got a foul.
He's looking at the official.
Do for Akron. Then you're stepping up and you're making your free throws and shooting.
For defense for Coach John Gross. Free throw to make it a 2-possession game. It goes. 2 huge freebies connected. 10 seconds left. Clayton, hands, Hadaway, launches, off to the right. 5 seconds left. Freeman. 5.5, Hunter. Yes. 2 for 2. 1 timeout left for Akron.
Jalen Hunter's not going to want to do that because he's got 4 fouls.
Brown reaches quickly. That's the player for Ohio. You wanted to commit the foul. That's just 4.
And Coach Bowles was talking about 3 assist night for Ali in only 26 minutes. Remember, he set out a huge chunk of time when he got his 4th foul.
Oh, that one's short. You could tell when it left his hands. And Ali does split. Timeout left. They're not using it.
You got maybe 3 dribbles before you got to get a shot off. 1, 2,
Hunter
3.
From half court gets it off. Backboard. No, that